everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Jubilife City Jukebox. My name is Reese. You may also know me as Ronk, and this is a show where we talk to your favorite content creators about their favorite Pokemon music. Today I've got a brand new guest. You may know them from his YouTube channel, which has amassed nearly 20,000 subscribers. You may know him from watching every single Pokemon movie and miniseries, or you may know him from crafting what I believe to be the gnarliest thumbnail of all time for his Giratina video, MarkerDotNet. Eric, welcome.
What's up? How's it going? Man? Oh, no, yeah. I'll go first. I'm doing well.
That's
I'm
great.
doing very well.
Me too.
As we were talking about, just how's some great food, and I'm ready. Like right now, it's like corn season, like peak corn season where I live. So like corn on the cob. Oh my god, dude!
Oh.
It is so good.
We used to have this like homegrown like corn stand. Just like 10 minutes away, but they closed this year. I'm cornless. Really? They're gone, bro. They're gone.
Dude, yeah, that's exactly what we do. There's like a few locations around here where it's like this one family that just has a bunch of corn, and it is like, oh my god, I can't eat corn any other time of the year. I have to eat corn when they're selling it because it's just not the same.
I don't blame you. I completely agree.
Yeah.
So before we get into everything, there's usually a few questions I ask everybody just to see, kind of gauge where everyone is. And the first one I always ask is, do you have any sort of like background in music, whether that be, like personally or through school or anything like that?
So I do and I don't. I don't know if it counts because like in second grade I played bass guitar for the school band. But when I was a kid, I didn't try hard enough, honestly. And we would do concerts and I wouldn't practice enough. So when we got to the concerts, I wouldn't know the material very well. So I would unplug the amp and pretend I knew how to play the songs. Like,
dude, he listens to this podcast. One of my very, very close friends, Matthew, he listens to this podcast. I love him to pieces. Yeah. But when we were in grade school music, when we were playing with the band, he would bring his clarinet without his reed. And he would just like mime playing it, so we didn't have to worry about it.
That's exactly what I did. And like after every concert, my parents would be like, "Oh, you did such a great job!" Like, yeah, I know, obviously. Like,
I'm sure I did.
But I mean, I only did that for a little bit, and I learned to play a little bit, but I just didn't practice enough.
Right.
And then I haven't done much, and then literally like this past month, I started trying to learn music. Okay. Like just literally within this past month.
Are you still sticking with bass, or are you picking up something new?
No, I've just been like messing around on Reaper with like MIDI and sound fonts and stuff.
Oh, right, yeah.
And
awesome.
it's been fun because I've just been doing it for like personal projects of mine, and I think learning and making music would be pretty cool. So, and it's fun.
Oh, yeah,
it's really fun.
It's a real blast. Yeah, I started with bass guitar, but not in second grade. I kind of wish I did, but
yeah. Well, maybe you would have been like me, so I don't know if you would.
yeah, maybe I wouldn't have ever played it again.
Yeah.
So moving on from music, how did you get into like Pokemon? How did that all start for you?
Yeah, so it was like obviously like for most people you can say it was I was very young. And my sister had a copy of Pokemon Ruby that I would occasionally get to play on, not like my save file or anything, just on her save file. Mm-hmm. And eventually I mean I liked it enough, and then this is back when Blockbuster was still around. We got like a cartridge of Pokemon Pearl from Blockbuster, and I never returned that thing. I loved it so much. That was like the first Pokemon game I played through all the way on my own. It was incredible. Though I still hold like a bit more of a soft spot for Ruby and Sapphire, just because that was like the first, even though I didn't play it all the way through until like later. But yeah, I guess I probably would have been around like 6 or 7, maybe. I can't really remember, but yeah, that was my introduction to it. Also, the anime as well on like Cartoon Network and stuff. That would always be on before school, so I'd always watch that every day.
Yeah, I can totally relate. Pearl was my first cartridge as well. I got Platinum and Pearl for my birthday, and I was just like, I was hooked. I know. Big birthday for me,
dude. What the hell? That's crazy.
Yeah. And I always thought like Pearl was like my first, but looking back just recently for that Platinum video I made, I found out I actually started Platinum first, which is kind of crazy. But
Yeah.
I still have that Perl save file too. It started in like 2009. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's one thing I wish I had. I don't really have any of my old cartridges like at all. And I'm kind of sad about it. Just because like when you're a kid and you want new stuff, you got to sell the stuff you already have if you want to afford it. So, that's just the way it goes. But I do wish I still had some of my old cartridges.
Yeah, I get it. For sure. So, obviously, you're an artist as well. You play Pokemon. How did you come to tie all that together for like content creation? How'd you get into that?
Well, I've been like making videos on YouTube since I was like probably like 8 to 10 years old. Mm-hmm. I used to make Lego stop motion animations with my DSi camera.
Nice.
And Windows Movie Maker. And that's where I started. And every few years I would go back to it like to do some random stuff like like a Minecraft Let's Play as like a 10-year-old because like like that was the thing, or like I don't know, play Call of Duty or something with my really low quality capture card, like that kind of stuff.
Right.
But I never really like locked in and took it really seriously until like I guess about like a year and a half ago now when I started doing Pokemon videos. And I don't really know like how it came together. I mean, I guess I just watched a lot of people in the community and I'm like, man, that sounds really fun. And I think I could probably make something pretty good. Cause I mean, like I've been technically editing videos like my whole life. So I've built up that skill over time. And I was like, I think I can make something like pretty interesting and stuff that I like. And that's pretty much all it comes down to is stuff that I like. Right.
Right.
Like I'm not going to make a video about something if I don't like it. And I love Pokemon. So it's like a match made in heaven, basically.
Yeah. I love your stuff. I ran into your the first one I ran into was the Giratina video. Like I said, the thumbnail. I was like, I was taken aback. It's just such a great thumbnail.
I actually didn't draw that thumbnail.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's by one of my friends who drew it for me, and it's crazy. I wish I drew that thumbnail. It's like so good.
It's crazy.
I love it so much. She popped off with that one.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I think even though like in terms of views it didn't do the best, I think that's my favorite video I've made so far. I think that Giratina video is probably my favorite. I had a lot of fun making that one. Because I just love Giratina. I love Giratina so much.
It's a great Pokemon. Great shiny too.
Oh my god, the shiny, dude. Especially in Platinum. God, the sprite is so good. It's so good. Oh,
all right, so I've asked you to bring 6 of your favorite Pokemon songs. I've got the list right here.
I have brought them.
Yep. So what's the first one you got here? What's the first one we're gonna go over?
Yeah, so I'm gonna lead with the Ultra Necrozma battle from Ultra Sun and Moon. Mostly because I'm sure you'll probably see this one a lot on this podcast because it's a pretty popular song, so I thought I'd get it out of the way first.
Yeah, this is the second time actually.
Okay, yeah, that's not surprising to me at all. That is not surprising because it's for a reason, right? It's like,
oh yeah,
it's so good. It like it has that vibe of like this is it. Like this battle is like the penultimate thing that is ever going to happen in your trainer's life, probably. Like it's so good, and I love songs that have that kind of like vibe where it's like if you don't win this, like it's over. And it's like it's so cool. It's so like with the organ. Oh my god.
There was a so this was composed by Go Ichinose, and there was specifically I was during the first episode when I was doing research on this song, I had read an interview about it, and he had specifically said like he had written the intro to this song, and like this whole song was very godlike. Like it was built to be like that majestic, like godlike intro with the pipe organ and all that. And then like the other note I have is like it starts off with that, and it's very I don't know, it's like it sets the tone perfectly. But then like when the beat drops in, and like everything starts going, it's you're in for like something. I still think that's probably the hardest fight in the series.
Oh yeah, I don't like if anyone argues that. It's a pretty tough argument to make because it is really hard. I think I had to like spam X items when I first fought it for the first time to like actually survive.
I cheesed it with Toxic Mimikyu. I didn't know.
Yeah,
I was not beating with my team, dude.
Hey, no, a strat's a strat. Like you gotta respect it as long as you beat it, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, but yeah, that organ at about like 50 seconds in, like
Yeah.
that part is so good. I like that's one of the songs that I listen to, and when I started like dabbling in music like a month ago, like I want to make a song that sounds like that. Like that
Yeah.
sounds so cool. It sounds so cool. The pipe organ is so awesome. I love it so much.
Yeah, in the middle, yeah, like it's like the Rhodes sounding organ, the old organ sound. It's so cool. You don't hear it a lot in the newer games. They use it a lot in Gen 4. You hear that organ not used the same way though. It's
that's
like,
what I think about. I think about Gen 4.
Yeah, 100%. I can't think of any like other songs, especially recently, that they've used it in, but it's very reminiscent of Gen 4, but written in a different way. Like it doesn't sound like Gen 4, but it's, it's there. It's there.
Yeah, it's kind of adjacent to it where you hear it and you're like, oh, it kind of takes me back a little bit.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's written in a totally different way, totally different vibes, different like because you're in a totally different scenario than most things in Gen 4, except maybe like on Spear Pillar or something. Like,
right.
It's such a unique area too. Like the whole like, just the battlefield that you're in. It's just so good. It fits it so well. It gets you so hype.
It is. It's super hype.
So awesome.
And then the only other note I have here is I think I sent it to you earlier. There's this noise. I don't know how to describe it. I have it written out as BWA hyphen and then a bunch of O's. But it sounds like a Star Wars explosion almost, like right before the intro pipe organ comes back in. Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's perfect. It's a great sound effect. I love it.
I think your description fits very well because I know exactly what you're talking about when you typed it out. I'm like, I know that part, and there's no better way to describe it. I think
I wish I knew why or what they used for that, but I don't know. Just it's great. Yeah. It's a great way to loop the song.
No, seriously, man, I honestly wish I had more to say about it, except like it's just so good. But it's just so good. It's so good.
I agree.
I love it
completely. All right, we've got our first one down. What's the next song you got for me?
It is the credits theme from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, so this was composed by Go Ichinose and Morikazu Aoki. But yeah, why'd you bring this one?
It just makes me really emotional. Like like just that simple, pretty much. I think the original credits theme from Ruby Sapphire Emerald, I like them pretty much the same amount, but I like this credits theme because of the like medley that plays with like all the different town themes.
Right.
Specifically Little Root and Verdant Turf, because those are some of my favorite themes in like all of Pokemon.
Right.
Especially Little Root. Little Root, like, it does something to me, man. I don't know. It really does. But also going back to the fact that Ruby was my first Pokemon game. So Hoenn, I have like probably the fondest nostalgia for. Even though I played a lot more Gen 4, Gen 3 just, and like Hoenn in general, just has like such a special place in my heart. Like I love it so much.
I'm more used to the original like Ruby Sapphire endings theme, just because that's something I shuffle that playlist for my stream or whatever. But so this was the first time I had like sat down and like actively listened to this. But yeah, I was surprised by the medley part. I'd never really heard it or listened to it before. But yeah, it goes through just like a quick list. It's the ending, Little Root, Rustboro, Slateport, Verdant Turf, Fortree, and then Sutopolis.
Yeah, and then it comes back around to the ending at the end, and it's like the credits scene at the end. It's so good. It's so
bookended. Yeah, it's great. It's a very like nostalgic song, and it really like encapsulates. It's like a summary, of like your playthrough, your whole journey from Little Root all the way to Champion, and then kind of beyond. It's a great song. I had never, like I said, I had never really given it the time of day, but it's I don't know, it was a lot cooler than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, honestly, I don't blame you for not giving it time of day. It is a long one. It's like 7 minutes long. It's
yeah, for a Pokemon song, it's real long.
It's probably one of the longest Pokemon songs, honestly. I don't know what the longest one actually is, but it's probably up there. It's a long one, but it's for good reason, because like you said, it like recaps your whole journey, and like Hoenn's town themes are so iconic that like you recognize them instantly, like the ones that it goes through. and you think about, you know, all the gyms, all the battles you fought, all the Pokemon you caught in those areas, and it's like, oh, it just like you said earlier, like bookends it. It's like it's such a perfect way to cap off your journey. Well, in Oras, it's like it kind of caps it off, and then you have the Delta episode, but you know, it's like it caps off your main.
Life-threatening meteor and legendaries and all that,
which is awesome. I love the Delta episode, but
it's great. Yeah, and like, and I also find that it really highlights how, like the Hoenn City themes really have like a, I don't want to say like tension and release, but like Littleroot compared to Rustboro, like Rustboro and Slateport, they're kind of more high energy, and then it drops again with Verdant Turf. Fortree comes back up. It's just a cool way of showing, like, even like through the game, you may not notice it because you spend so much time in the routes in between, but even the town themes themselves kind of have these ups and downs as you go.
Yeah, it's so good. Like, man, Hoenn, like sometimes I'm on like just like when I'm up at like 2 or 3 a.m. doing nothing, I just put on Littleroot Town. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, it's just so good. It hits so different. I love it so much. And then sometimes I put on the credits theme, obviously, and it's like, I love the specifically the credits theme part of the credits theme, like the new stuff of the credits theme. Especially the last part after it goes through all the towns, where like the music like swells and like it's it gets me, man. It gets me right there, and it takes me back.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. I love it too.
And like I said, even the original's up there too. It's like they're very basically on the same level. Just the medley, just that's why I picked this over the original, just like a little bit more. That medley really adds to it for me.
Just tops it off. I totally agree. All right, we're two down already. What's the third one you got? What's next?
So we were talking about Giratina earlier. Up next is the Giratina battle from Platinum, obviously.
So composed by Junichi Masuda and arranged by Go Ichinose, because a song this good could only be done by the goats.
No, for real.
But before I start freaking out over it, why did you bring this song?
I just think there's no other Pokemon song like this one. I really think it's in like a league of its own. It's so unique. It's so good. Like, and it fits the vibe of Giratina. This like, I don't even know how to describe Giratina. There's so many words you could use to just describe its like, just its aura in general. Like,
right.
It fits it to a T. Like, it's so chaotic and kind of like stressful and like scary at some points, like with how much it changes and like shifts around so fast. It like really keeps you on its toe, like on your toes. It's so good. And like the Legends Arceus version is also up there. It's kind of similar to the last song we just talked about. They're very close, but the Platinum version, specifically for like the instruments and like the sound fonts, like the sound font that they use, like the instruments, it's like, especially the bass. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like it's the beginning bass. It's so good. I'll let you freak out about it.
Well, you hit a lot of my points like on the head. The first note I have is like it's frantic. It's like chaotic. And like you said, it's the perfect fit for fighting. What I wrote was the perfect fit for fighting the equivalent of entropy within the Pokemon universe. Because like that's kind of what Giratina is, right? This like antimatter, other world or whatever. It's a perfect fit. There's a lot of cool drum stuff too. There's like these little beeps and boops that go between the ears.
Yeah.
There's the timpani too. The timpani, the bass drum. That's what like keeps the whole song going. But the perfect piece. There's no cooler part in any Pokemon song. I don't think is the flat line in the middle.
I was about to bring that up, dude. It is so good,
dude.
Oh my god, like the heart monitor, like basically where it's like it keeps increasing, and it's like and then the drop, like the dun, 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 like later, like after that, it's oh my god, that part is amazing. It's so incredible.
It's amazing in Platinum, but I genuinely think they like perfected it in Arceus with like the Volo battle. Spoilers, sorry if you know that's still I don't know if that's still a spoiler anymore. But with the Volo battle, when that heartbeat hits when you beat the first Giratina and then the second form comes back out. Yeah. Oh, bro.
And the guitar kicks in. It's like no, that you are so right. Like it's so good. It's so good.
It's such a sick track. Yeah.
Oh,
It's been my ever since I started streaming, it's been my sub song. So I hear it every once in a while. Every once in a while. I won't say all the time, but every once in a while.
Yeah.
But I never get sick of it.
No, it's incredible. And it's also it helps that I love Giratina and like the Giratina movie, like specifically, that was like my favorite as a kid. I watched that movie so many times that like it was so good. And that's one of the reasons my sister's favorite Pokemon is Shaman. And like I love Giratina too, just because of that movie. We watched it so much.
Oh,
yeah, man. Like everything surrounding Giratina is just they cooked so hard.
They did.
Oh man.
And it's cool. I mean, it's cool to have like your favorite Pokemon has its own theme. That's pretty neat. Mine doesn't. Yeah, but that's cool.
Well,
it's cool. Yeah, it's got something.
I mean, Giratina is like the closest second to Greninja. Like they are so close, so close. Giratina, I can definitely say is my favorite legendary for sure.
Right.
But Greninja just wins out a little bit. But Giratina is literally like a centimeter away, like under Greninja, and like I'm fully proud of it. I know they're like they're pretty popular, but it's like Giratina's just so cool, so cool.
He's one of those Pokemon I like. I don't know. I like him. Not that I dislike him.
Yeah.
But for some reason he's never made like my top few. I think I just need to use him more in games and stuff. I don't know. I like him. I think he's cool. He never makes my top 6. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's fair. It's funny because I think it's the anime. I honestly have to thank the anime for like both of my favorites, because like the Giratina movie and then Ash Greninja in the X and Y anime. Like I thought that was the coolest shit ever. And like I loved it so much. And I'm like, wait, Greninja's actually kind of awesome. I kind of love this frog.
He's a favorite for a reason, man.
He is. And I mean, he's kind of like the new Charizard, which kind of sucks, but I mean, I love Charizard too, so sue me. I love both of them.
It's okay. You're allowed to like cool Pokemon. I'll allow it.
Thank you. I'm glad I have your permission. I appreciate it.
Hey guys, sorry if I sound a little different. I'm away from my usual setup. I'm recording on a tiny Bluetooth lavalier mic under my covers. Thanks again for Marker for joining me. Make sure you check out all of Marker's stuff over on YouTube. His videos are amazing. I really love him. One of my favorite creators. This is just a reminder that if you like this podcast, you can support me over on Patreon at patreon.com/wrong475, where you can get extended versions of the podcast, usually around 20 to 30 minutes of extra content, as well as full video versions of the podcast and ad-free version of the podcast. And if you support my stuff over on YouTube, you also get early access to all my videos over there on Patreon. So once again, if you want to support the channel and get a little extra out of it, go to patreon.com/wrong475, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. All right, we are halfway through. What's the next one you got here?
The next one is a newer one. It is the Terapagos battle from the Scarlet and Violet DLC.
Yes. So this one, I was having trouble at first finding who composed it, but it was composed by someone named, or at least the name I found was Rei Murayama. Sorry. But yeah, why'd you bring this one? What's your story behind this one?
It's similar in vein to the Ultra Necrozma battle, where it's like it feels like that, like this is it kind of vibe, where it's like it's very serious. It is like a very serious situation, and it's probably my favorite battle theme, like in all of Pokemon. I'd have to say, like the instruments they use. That it feels like they're playing crystals as an instrument. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah.
Like, it's so cool. And like that, you can hear that like throughout other parts of the Scarlet and Violet deal, like OST, like the Terra Raid battle and stuff. But it's like, it's so cool. It's so cool. And obviously, that main like leitmotif from the Terra Raid battle and like most of the game that Toby Fox worked on it, or worked on the soundtrack, of Undertale and Deltarune fame. And it just bringing that motif back in this theme, it makes it hit so much harder.
Yeah, I really like at the start there's like these huge chords. They're like ethereal almost. And then, like you said, like that sparkly synth line, it's like it fits the Terapagos battle perfectly. It's a very like majestic kind of line, super pretty.
Yeah.
And then of course the slap bass, because they love the slap bass.
Oh my god, the slap bass!
They love
so
that
good.
shit, man.
I'm
It's
glad
crazy.
they do, because it's so good. It's so good.
It's basically like alongside the synth, it's almost playing like as a lead instrument. It is mixed so high in the mix, you cannot miss it. It is
Yeah.
so
It's so
sparkly
pronounced.
too.
It's so good. And like, obviously, I was talking about Toby Fox, and I think I mean, he's got his hands so much in that soundtrack, where like when he wrote that motif for the like just for the Terra Raid battle theme, and then I think I read in like an interview where he was like, I didn't even know they would use that for other songs. They just like took that like leitmotif and used it for so many other songs in the game. And it's kind of it's basically like the main theme of Scarlet and Violet now, like the Terra Raid battle. That like dun, 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 like that theme. It's like you hear it in so many tracks, like everywhere.
It's crazy that like this little like tiny indie developer got his hands on an official Pokemon track, and then they took from him. They continued to like push it.
No, it's so funny because, like I said, he didn't even expect that. He was like, I listened to it, and they're like, and he was like, oh my god, it's like everywhere. I didn't think they would use it that much. Like that just shows, like, I mean, I could go on a tangent about Toby Fox, but he's just a genius. Like, people want his melodies so bad because they're just so good, and for good reason. Like,
absolutely.
Like Scarlet and Violet has so much character to me personally, just like mostly because of the soundtrack, and later in the Terapagos theme when Kieran joins the battle and it becomes like a lot more hopeful. It brings that Terra Raid motif back, but like a lot higher key, like way higher than the rest of the song, and it's just like it gets you so ready to like actually win against Terapagos. It's so good.
I feel like the more serious story Scarvi has like lends itself to I don't want to say better music, that's not fair to say, but like more like fitting emotional music. Like I feel like when there's more room in the story emotionally, there's more room emotionally in the music too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's more room to play with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because you can tell a story through the music as well. When the story with the characters and the region and stuff is strong, you can have the music connect to it too and make it even stronger. And that's what makes that main theme motif so good. And whenever you hear it, you're like, oh yeah, that's Scarlet and Violet. And like when games have that kind of like strong sound, it just makes them even better. Like I think Pokemon games, they always have that sound, but like they never they have that main like title screen like theme that they always have in like every game. Right. But I feel like all the games, those specific regions don't really have a main theme as much as Scarlet and Violet does.
Yeah.
Like there's not like a leitmotif that you hear throughout like all of Platinum or something. There's not like that you associate with just Platinum. Or I think Sword and Shield had it a little bit maybe, but not as, because Toby Fox also had his hands in that, but only for like one song.
I think it's Toby Fox.
It's Toby Fox. It really is. He's so good at telling stories through music and like connecting characters and places and like feelings to music that it's like it's honestly inspiring. And that's me playing, because like about a month ago the new chapters of Deltarune came out and I played those, and that's why I was like, I need to make music.
Yeah.
I need to make something, because like it's genuinely so inspiring, like what this one guy can do and what he has done in the past like 10 years.
Absolutely.
It's not to discredit the people who actually composed the Terapagos battle theme, like obviously, because like it is still incredible. But as we were on the topic of like the character and like themes of Scarlet and Violet, that motif and that strong sound is mostly thanks to Toby, and it makes the game even better.
Absolutely. I'm really glad you brought this one up, because I had heard it when I played through the DLC for the first time, but I wasn't like intently focused on it. But it was nice to like come back and listen to it with like headphones, you know, hi-fi, really pick up everything. It's a really neat song. I'm gonna come back to it for sure.
Yeah, it's really good. I remember when I played the DLC for the first time, whenever I go into a new Pokemon game, one of the main things I look forward to is the new characters, and also listening to the new like battle theme specifically.
Yeah.
because especially the ones that are like near the tail end of the game, because they
Right.
always go in like so hard on them. And there were so many in part 2 of the DLC, like obviously Kieran's battle theme, like in general at Blueberry Academy and stuff. I think the Tropicos battle theme could have been even better if they weaved in a little bit of Kieran's motif, like in that
Right.
final section, and not
Right.
just the Terror Raid theme. Because that's him like rejoining the battle, right? If they weaved in his theme a little bit in there, it could have been like even better.
Yeah.
But I don't think it makes it worse that it's not in there. I just think it could have just been even better than it already is.
Right.
But like I said, it's already incredible, so it's not like it needs to be there.
All right. That's 4 down. What's the 5th song you've got for me?
The 5th song is Lonely Lily from Sun and Moon.
So, this one's composed by Minako Adachi and Hitomi Sato. And if you don't mind for a second, I've got my little composer corner set up here
go for it.
Minako Adachi. So she's a Japanese composer. She started her career working for a company called Pure Sound in 1994. And most notably during that time composed the music for Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons and Ages, which is pretty cool. I had no idea how much overlap there are between all these games. But yeah, that was just her. I read something that like in the 30th anniversary edition or whatever, she was the only composer that was written down. So like she basically composed both those games herself, which is pretty crazy. But then in October of 2009, she left the company and then joined Game Freak. She also helped on Harmo Night, and then she moved on to working with Pokemon. So she had started with Black and White. She had a few small songs she composed and arranged. So for instance, she has Victory against Team Plasma, all the Feeling Check jingles, Lost Learn Forest, and the Congrats on entering the Hall of Fame. You know, very important, very penultimate, pinnacle of your journey, and she wrote that. But then by the time X and Y came out, that's where she like really caught her stride. She composed over 60 tracks. Notably, or at least my favorites, there's Gate, Route 8, Silage City, and Battle Team Flare. She then did a lot of the arrangement on Oras, just because it was already composed from Gen 3, so she had rearranged them all for 3DS, which is pretty cool. She did the majority of the Sun and Moon soundtrack, like the Alola region theme, Lily's theme, and then your pick, Lonely Lily, of course. And then she just does not slow down. She continued. She did the majority of Sword and Shield soundtrack. She did the gym battle theme, which I've always loved. Wild Area North, Route 6. She did Storming Rose Tower. And then, just like we were talking about the Scarvi and the DLCs, she did the Battle Gym Leader, which is one of my favorite Pokemon songs of all time from Scarvi. It's so out there. It's so cool. She did Tag Tree Thicket, Castle Royale Lake, Elite Four, in the Champion battle themes. She did Battle Carmine, Battle Ogerpon, and Kieran's battle theme, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, she started in Black and White with like 5 jingles, and then she just wrote the rest of the series. Like she's everywhere. But yeah, that's all she's been working on since. I think she's with Game Freak. She's working on Pokemon. But yeah, that's Minako Adachi.
That's awesome. I had no idea that she was so decorated. Jeez.
Me neither. That's why I love doing these corners. Like, she wrote half the songs people love, and no one really knows like who these people are, even though she's been working since Black and White on like every soundtrack. But yeah. Crazy stuff.
I was just gonna say I've been looking forward to the composer corner part honestly the most, because I think it's so interesting to hear about what these people have done in the past and like how they've come to this point composing like the song that we're talking about. It's so interesting.
It's insane how talented these people are. Like, I don't think the music doesn't just appear on the games, you know what I mean? Like the fact that someone sat down at home and like wrote every single one of these tracks like by hand is insane. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why this is kind of on topic but also a little off topic, but like this is why I get a little like upset when people are like, they call Game Freak just like flat out lazy. Right. Like as someone who draws and does stuff like and like likes to create things, I don't know, it just feels like an insult, because these people, even if the games aren't up to everyone's standards, which is understandable, I think that's fine. It's like there's definitely a lot of work and a lot of love put into every corner of these games, like no matter where you look. And it's 100%. Especially the music. The music is like always incredible, no matter what.
I've never
And I
heard
love it.
a complaint about the music, even in Scarvi.
Exactly.
Like no one's ever been like, "Man, the Scarvi soundtrack sucks."
If
No.
anything, that's like one of the main compliments people give it. Like people can have issues with the game, and I get it. Like I get it, but like the soundtrack is honestly kind of untouchable.
It is.
It's so amazing.
And to continue this tangent, but like to have a series going for almost 30 years now, right? Something like that.
Next year, 30 years.
And to constantly like keep up, like keeping it fresh, keeping it new. Like if you had like, I don't know, I can't think of any other series off the top of my head, but like it's so hard to continue to keep a certain sound but still like keep it fresh. Like it's Pokemon music, but there's 20 something years worth of different music. It's crazy.
Yeah, being able to innovate like that for so long it's incredible. It's like it's so inspiring. Like I was talking about earlier, like Toby Fox is a big inspiration, but also just Pokemon music in general is a big inspiration for like the kind of music that I think I would like to make as I learn more. And like Pokemon music, like you said, there's a reason that's probably the least criticized part of the series because it's always solid, if not incredible. Like there's there's not very many times where it goes below like an 8 out of 10, maybe like a 7.
And it's even more crazy that like when you realize like through these composer corners and like through doing your research and looking at credits, half of these soundtracks were written by like 1 or 2 people.
Yeah, dude.
And they continue to do it like game after game.
Yeah, the amount of tracks like Junichi Masuda has just like
God.
Didn't he do like the whole like Gen 1 soundtrack?
Yes, it was just him, and then Go Ichinose took over and helped with like Gen 2 and 3, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, like those two alone have the most insane track record and credits that I've like ever seen. It's insane.
Yeah, like it's insane. I was literally about to say that. It is insane. The fact that they can make so many songs and still make them sound interesting and new is like I mean, take a shot every time I say it's incredible or it's so good, but like it's like I can't find any other words for it. It's so inspiring and it's so like it's so impressive, and it just it's a testament to why Pokemon has been around for so long, and
absolutely
why they keep one-upping themselves on the music department specifically. And then they got Toby Fox.
Yeah.
And then it got even crazier. Yeah. And I hope they keep bringing him back, honestly, because like he adds a flair that definitely brings a lot. Like it makes it even better. But yeah, we can talk about the actual song now.
Yeah, sorry to take us on a tangent. Anyways, Lonely Lily from Sun and Moon. Why'd you bring this one?
So Lily is just one of my favorite characters, like in all of Pokemon, and it's been that way since I played Sun and Moon for the first time. I think her story is extremely powerful, and it's very like mature for like what Pokemon had been covering up until then. I mean, Pokemon covers mature stories occasionally, but like this story of like a broken family and like an abusive mother like controlling her children, and like it's really messed up when you think about it, and like the way they handle it is very, very tasteful and very mature, and it's like it just stuck with me. It stuck with me for a long time. And this theme specifically, it's basically like an evolution and like more emotional version of like Lily's main theme, because it has that like main theme in the song as well.
Right.
But it just adds a bit more to it. And it's just so good. It's so good. I use this song in like almost all my videos. It's like pretty much like 80-90% of my videos, this song is in there at some point, because I just love it so much.
It's a beautiful like piano arrangement, like for being like just one piano song. It's crazy. The one note I have is like the intro and middle part, kind of like towards the build up towards her theme. It's very like introspective. It's very like contemplative music. It doesn't feel like sad particularly. I don't know if maybe I felt it differently than other people have, but I never saw it as like sad. It's more like I said, like it's like contemplative. It's like almost confused. It's like, oh, I'm trying to work something out. And then there's that great after the build up, the main motif, like Lily's theme kicks in. It's such a gorgeous arrangement.
Yeah, that's a cool interpretation I haven't actually really heard before, because I hear it kind of like as like a bittersweet kind of like vibe, which is, I guess, is kind of similar to like being that like kind of confused like contemplative state. Like bittersweet is kind of there as well, because I believe it plays in a few places, I think, but I think it plays like after you catch Lunala or Solgaleo. I think it plays at like a very it play. I think you're pretty much right on the money because I think it plays at a part in the story that has that kind of vibe to it, where it's like it's near the end of the story, and it's like these characters have been through a lot. Specifically, Lily has been through a lot, and like all of her changes, like changing her outfit, changing her whole vibe because she's not like a locked by her mother anymore, basically.
Right.
And it's like, well, where do we go from here? I guess kind of like what's next kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm far from a Gen 7 expert. I have no idea where it plays. I played through the games once.
I think I could be wrong. I think it plays when you catch them because I think when I looked up the song, it like in the title it's like Solgaleo Lunala caught or something, and I'm like, sure. Okay. I think it plays there. I don't know, but it's been a while since I've like played through like base Sun and Moon. Right. But the song also just means a lot to me because like Sun and Moon is kind of where I fell back in love with Pokemon after taking a little break like around Gen 6. I still played X and Y, but I wasn't like super into it like I used to be. I just played it because the new Pokemon game was out. And I think this song like really represents like that period where I got back into Pokemon because in 2016 is like, I think it released in 2016, like late 2016. I was having a pretty rough year because I got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, so I was having a little bit of a rough year. Like also dealing with that and also being like just getting into high school. There's a lot going on. So I was like, when Sun and Moon came out, it was like a really good distraction, and it like Lily's character and just the story of Sun and Moon, like it sucked me back into Pokemon, and it came out at such a good time where I like really needed something like that. And I'm so connected to Gen 7 and just Alola and Lily and all the characters just because it's like I'm so emotionally invested in it because of the time period it came out.
Yeah. I think they're all very human too. Like oftentimes Pokemon's never been bad at characters, but oftentimes, especially in the older games, they're kind of one-dimensional. But yeah, Gen 7, like you said, everyone feels very human. Like it's very down to earth story, or at least it has aspects of it. I mean, the wormholes maybe not down to earth, but the people, the story involving with like the people itself is very down to earth. Yeah,
and like obviously you still have some one note characters like Hao, but it's not like he's a bad character or anything. Like Hao is he's just a guy wanting to have a good time, and like I'm chill with that. Like,
and you know what? I know people like that in my real life, so
exactly. And like
there are people like that.
Hao just wants some malasadas and he just wants to live his best life, and you know what? I respect it. Like not everyone's got to have some trauma or dark backstory. He's just a kid wanting to have a good time, and I love that for him. But then you obviously have characters like Gladian, who's like going through the worst time of his life. Like very very juxtaposed to Hao, which I think was intentional. Because they're kind of both your rivals, so you kind of get the two sides of like this kid who's like, yeah, I live on an island, I'm going to the beach, I'm catching Pokemon, and Gladian's like, I hate my mom. I hate my mom. I have this like creature that isn't even really a Pokemon. It's like he's going through so much. But yeah, it's just the characters are so good, and like on the other hand, I get when people say they don't really like get Alola or they don't really like it too much. I get why. Like I understand why. And I think you really have to play it when the time is right, and if you don't, you kind of just won't. I don't want to say you won't get it because that sounds like pretentious. It just like it won't click, I guess. It doesn't click for everyone, and it clicked for me.
That. Yeah.
And I have a lot of emotional attachment to it, specifically this song, and like that this song represents that for me, I think.
Yeah, that's a great story. I like that. All right. Well, we're down to the last one here. What do we got here?
So for the last song, I thought it would be fitting to pick "Victory Lies Before You" from Black and White 2.
Composed by, say it with me, Junichi Masuda and Go Ichinose. Yeah.
The goats. You see them everywhere.
Why do we got this one here? What's your story behind this one?
Honestly, there's not much of a deep story following the last one. I mostly just thought it would be very fitting as the last song because it always plays when it's on the last Pokemon in a gym battle, and it is just one of the most motivating and like, I need to win this battle no matter what kind of music that I've ever heard in like the entire series. It's so good at getting you in that feeling of like, even if you're down to like one Pokemon on like yellow, red HP, like you're like, oh, I'm still gonna win this. Like I'm still going to come back and take this, and like no matter what. And it's so good.
Dude, it's hype as fuck. The main Pokemon theme when it comes in, like, genuinely chills every time I hear it. Whether I'm playing with the DS, like listening to it when like for my notes here, I was like, damn, chills again. Crazy.
Like when I heard it as a kid for the first time, it like changed my life. I didn't know music could sound this good.
I know. I get it.
It was incredible. But yeah, like I said, not much of a deep story. It's amazing. It's like, it fits the vibe. It's one of the greatest ideas Pokemon has ever had for like a music choice and like playing at a specific point. And they've kind of brought it back for Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. And I think they're both great, but they don't hit the same as this one. I feel they really don't.
A lot of the Gen 5 like shenanigans that were put together was I believe it was Shota Kageyama. I'm looking through my old notes, but Shota Kageyama was the guy who did like, in Gen 5 when you're walking around and like the drums play alongside as you walk. That was him. And he had a huge part in the Gen 5 soundtrack and then Gen 6 as well. So I have a good feeling. I wouldn't be surprised if that was like him putting, that idea in someone's ear, like, hey, we should. Because they also have the theme when you have like red health, right? The
red health, yeah. I was gonna bring that up, yeah. Like, so genius. I like I said, they've kind of brought back the like last Pokemon gym battle music, like the same concept, but they haven't brought back the low health music, and I think that's still missing.
How do you even top the old one? I mean, unless you just bring it back.
You just bring back the same song every game. Like, don't even change it at all. No rearrangement. Just the exact same song.
Oh, it's so good. But like this one, dude, like it's so like bombastic. Like there's all the big horns, all the strings are there, and what I like the most about it, in like, because I listened to it and I was like, why is this so hype? Besides like how big it is. And I think it's the snare. Like the snare drum it keeps the forward momentum. It just doesn't stop the whole time. It's like a marching snare.
Yeah.
But man, everything comes together perfectly because it's a theme you've heard before, right? It's the Pokemon theme. It's the main theme. You hear it everywhere. But I think it's that snare, man. I think it's the snare that keeps it going. That really makes it so hype for that last stock or last Pokemon.
And the original Black and White one is also just as good. I do prefer the 2-1 just a little bit more, but like obviously it's good because it came from the original Black and White. They just built upon it and like somehow made it even more bombastic than the original.
Perfect. Well, those are your 6, dude. Insane list. You've got some great choices here. I always ask this just to see if you had to choose a favorite. You had to choose one of your 6 here. Do you have one you'd be leaning towards, or? Yeah,
I think after my stories and how much we talked about specific songs, it's probably pretty obvious, but I'd probably say Lonely Lily. I think I would. Terapagos is my favorite battle theme, but like just in general, Lonely Lily, I think. Yeah.
Hell yeah. If I had to, I mean, Giratina would have been on my top 6, so I think I might have to go with Giratina as my favorite. But
good choice. Very good choice. They're all very close. They're all very close. And like, I think it's like I said, it's just the emotional attachment that outweighs it a little bit.
Right.
Than the other ones. I usually tend to gravitate towards more like I like very fast-paced hype battle themes and stuff, but I also like very slow-paced, emotional, character-driven pieces. And I like to find a good mix of those, and that's what I tried to do here.
I mean, Pokemon, they can do it both, man. Get you a game series that can do both.
I don't know if you can, man. I don't know if you can. It's just Pokemon. Probably not, but
Toby can do it. He can do it with
that's
Undertale.
True. Yeah, Undertale, Deltarune, that's true.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining me, dude. Please, plug any and all things you got going on. whatever projects you got happening?
Oh yeah. I mean, just MarkerDotNet, literally everywhere. Right now, kind of a little slow on projects because of some personal life stuff going on. But I've been working on more like side projects for myself in the meantime, like making music and that kind of stuff. But as for videos, I'm still gonna make them. It just might be a little slow. It's a little slow. But yeah, MarkerDotNet everywhere. So.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
I was about to thank you for having me on.
Oh,
I really
no
appreciate
problem
it.
at all. No problem at all, dude.